All right, so let's get this party started. And I couldn't think of a better way to start than one of my new friends that I've got to hang out with through JD3 TV. You're going to see a few people from JD3 TV today. Thank you, Dr. Kara Scott Dentley and Sir Dr. James Dentley III, for allowing us to be a part of that family of JD3 TV. And coming up right now, Wendy Cunningham Barnes. She's a mom. She's a powerhouse. She loves people. She's out there helping the community. And today she's hanging out with me. Wendy, what's happening?
Good morning. This is exciting.
Isn't it exciting? It's fun, right? We just hang out all day.
Thank you for having me. This is an honor that I'm in the number. So thank you for that.
Thank you for kicking this off with us today. I know being in first position when you haven't done it before, you're going, what's about to happen? But I'm so glad you came and hung out with me today. How are you? What's going on?
I'm amazing. I am excited about the day and what it means. I'm excited about hanging out with you. I'm cool with kicking it off. Then I don't have to look at people and get nervous like, This is exciting. Thank you for letting me be first as a newbie.
You are so welcome. You know, before we get too far into this, I want to make sure we touch on this subject because the 15 minutes is going to go like that.
Yes.
You know, you're an expert at special needs. You know how to connect with community, but you also know what people are going through with their family members who have a special needs member of their family. Can you share with me, you know, what made you start, you know, your nonprofit with my brother, James Barnes, and, you know, what gave you that expertise? We'll go that way.
Well, I'm a mom of three. My daughter would be 25 this year. She's in heaven looking down on me. And then she left me with the two boys. Matthew he'll be 22 in May. And then Christian is also special. Paige, my daughter, was special needs before she passed. And then my son, Christian, is special needs. So for 24 years, I have been in the life of a caregiver of two special needs children. And what bothered me during the time is that my children didn't have something I could feel like attach myself to. You know, like autism, they have a wonderful machine behind them and God bless them for what they do. But I didn't feel comfortable reaching out to someone because my kids didn't have that. And I wanted people to not feel alone. And that's the motto of the You Belong Foundation is you are not alone. Because I sat as a single mom for 12 years after getting divorced and just felt by myself. No one would understand. I didn't reach out to my family and friends because they had, you know, regular bad kids and I had these special ones, you know. All I wanted was regular bad kids. I just wanted 3 bad kids running around the house and I didn't have that. So being alone and secluding yourself and isolating yourself away from people causes you to, you know, the voices, you know, you'll never get married again. You can't do this. What did you do to deserve this? And after Paige passed, I wanted to do something to honor her because a lot of people have lost children and they don't talk about it because, you know, it makes people nervous. I'm like, well, you're going to have to be nervous because Paige is a very integral part of our lives still. She still has an effect on us. And I wanted people to feel like they're not alone. So I feel like I'm an expert in caregiving because it doesn't matter who you're taking care of. The roller coaster ride of caregiving is the same. You're happy, you're sad, you want to punch someone in the face, you want to stay in the bed and not get up. You know, it's just you know, we're celebrating crazy stuff. Like, yes, I heard Christian wasn't supposed to speak. And while he's nonverbal, he gets loud and I love it. It's music.
He can express himself. He's a cool dude.
Anyone who has seen me on Facebook knows that he has something to say. But just gathering us together as a community of caregivers, of like-minded people who just want to figure out this road, this path of how to take care of this person while trying to take care of ourselves as well, which is what that's the ball that's usually dropped. So yeah, that's my
Well,
mission.
let's talk about, the person that is out there and the mom, dad, who's a caregiver of a special needs child, or maybe, they just have a special needs, family member that's a brother or a sister. And they're, they're saying, you're not talking to me. I don't need to be a part of an organization. I got this, blah, blah, blah. Why should they reach out to you? Why should they open up and be a part of your community?
If you feel you've got it, God bless you, but someone needs you. Reaching out doesn't always mean that you need someone. At some point during the journey, we need someone. But if you feel you've gotten it together, I have a lot of information and experience from being a special needs mom, a mom of special needs children for over 20 years. But I only know what was on my plate. So if someone else is out there and they figured out how to rock it or to make something go smoother, simpler, faster, someone in our community needs you. And it helps you to grow and feel that strength because you're reaching out to help someone else. So yeah, you need us. We need you. We're a community and we need each other.
So how does someone who just gave birth and they've been told you have a special needs child, and they're going, what do I do now?
Yeah.
What was those first moments, those first weeks, days, months where you were learning to be the expert that you are today? What was that like?
It was crazy. It was for me a living nightmare because I didn't have anyone. There's no book. Already, you don't get a book for parenting, but then you have a different way that you have to parent. So it was just through research, asking. I am queen of asking a ton of questions. Don't come in here as a doctor thinking, like, okay, what do you need so I can go? No, I need you to sit down because I got this list. I need you to explain it until it makes sense. I don't feel intimidated because you have this doctor's degree and I don't. You have to explain it because I have to go home with this child. It's about talking to everyone, even if I will talk to the dentist about a foot issue Christian has, because you just never know who knows what.
They all had to start in medical school. Even veterinarians had to start in medical school.
Right? So I will ask everyone. I won't just isolate it to that specialty doctor. I'm going to ask everyone. I will talk to everyone as far as my family, my friends. They may not know, but they may know someone. But in them knowing someone, they're learning as well. And that's what I need to teach people too. Those who they're not in that caregiving position. We still need you. We need donations. We need that compassion. We need you to not park in the handicapped parking space.
Ooh, say that one more time because that drives me crazy.
Do not park in the handicapped parking space because although you say you're just going to be a couple minutes, that's just when someone who needs that space comes and they can't find a space.
Exactly.
And we need that big space with the lines on the side.
Right. You need the van accessible space. Yeah. And I get grief all the time because I have a handicap placard because I'm a disabled veteran. And, I refuse to park in the van accessible. It really came to light because a good friend of mine, my brother, David Lieto, he's a quad and he's got a wheelchair. And it's like, we go out, we go to dinner or something. We can't find a place to park and he needs the ramp to be able to go out, So he's always like, oh, just go over here to the field somewhere and it'll go. It's like, that's not fair. It's not right. So if it's van accessible, I don't care. As a person with a placard, I don't care. Keep your butt out of it if you do not have to get that ramp out there because you're messing with people's lives.
Yeah.
You're messing with people's lives. Okay. So now I got to ask you.
Okay.
Mom, wife.
Yes.
Speaker, author, talk show host. I'm asking, what's your show about? What's the name of your show and what's it about?
The show is called The Wendy Life and it's LYFE because I'm extra. And it originally began because I wanted to just talk to people about my journey as a mom of special needs children, as saying goodbye to a child, which is what we're not supposed to do as far as the circle of life. But it's called The Wendy Life and it was all about my life. But then I was thinking like, there are people out here killing it, like day to day, overcoming disabilities. Yourself, for example, other people like your, I think you said your friend who was a quad. they're getting up and overcoming some real things every day, and they're doing it. So I wanted to put that out there because we don't see enough of that. We see it when it's something huge, but
Yeah.
they're your day-to-day people. They're people I need to teach you how to talk to, not stare at. Understand.
So where do they find your show?
On JD3 TV.
Well, of course.
Yes,
Well, of course it's on
course.
JD3 TV.
Yeah.
Of course it is. So if someone wants to be a guest on your show, how would they go about becoming a guest on your show?
Wendy at the You Belong Foundation.
And that's how they also contact you about your nonprofit?
Yes. And you can, I mean, if you just feel it in your spirit that you want to donate, because we need.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, because for instance, Christian needed a bath chair. He cannot stand up in a shower. He cannot sit down in a tub and be bathed. He has to have an apparatus that he can lay on that the water will go through. Insurance denied us years ago. And we were blessed to be able to figure it out because everything you attach special needs to, handicap to, the price multiplies. And there are people out there who weren't as fortunate as we were, and they're being denied things that are needed just to get through the day. And that's what we want to do at the You Belong Foundation. We want to provide resources. Like you said, someone is getting a diagnosis. We got a diagnosis with Christian when I was 20 weeks pregnant. He's going to be special needs. And I was like, wait, what? I just want to know if it's a boy or girl. But so I had to figure that out in addition to Paige being already at home and being special needs. So it's about having that conversation. It's about coming onto, we're going to have more platforms where people can come on and have those conversations to empower. I'm not good with the whiny sessions, but you can whine a little bit, but then we want to figure out how to make you, because this is your life right now. How do you take care of that person and not allow yourself to fall through the cracks?
All right, let's tell everybody one more time, how do they, if they want to be a part of your organization, if they want to volunteer, if they want to donate, where do they go?
The YouBelongFoundation.org is the website. I know it's long, but it's the You Belong, Y-O-U Belong Foundation.org. And it is, if you want to contact me, it's Wendy at the You Belong Foundation, keeping it simple.
And before I get you out here, all right, everybody, if you've been watching my show, you know what to do. Everybody on the show today will be found in TigoDirect.com. All you got to do, if you're driving, don't send me a text message. If you're at work, if you got it on mute and you just got the text going by you, okay, go to TigoDirect.com, type in Wendy, type in Belong, type in special needs. She's coming up. You can send her a private message. She'll reply to you. You can also connect to her websites from there. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost her anything. It's just our way to make sure everybody in our community can stay connected. Wendy, before I let you out of the hot seat, I got to ask you, what does International Women's Day mean to you?
Man, it's women empowerment. It's women across the globe. We all go through the same. We all we don't feel like we look good one day. We feel confident another day. Us banding together on this day and hopefully ongoing to uplift each other, to tell someone, you look pretty, you look good today. You're so smart. I love your smile. Something. It like you said, it doesn't cost you anything to give someone a compliment, to make a woman feel special. Men and women included.
I thank you, my friend, for hanging out with me today. I can't wait to see you at Limitless in like a week and a half or something like that. It's going to be amazing. You are the best.
You are the best as well. Thank you for having me. This was an honor.
Thanks for hanging out.